Megan.
Yeah.
Welcome to the studio.
Asante sana.
Mnafilaje asubuhi ya leo?
Tunafeel mzuri sana. Nashukuru Mungu. Weather iko sawa, El Nino bado haijakuja, lakini mvua ina manyunyu, ina maisha ni baraka.
Manyunyu ni baraka, mvua ni baraka.
Yeah.
All right. Kindly tell people about yourself, King.
Yeah. My name is King Megan. I'm an artist. I'm a video producer. I'm an audio producer. I have a studio called KM Records, KM Film. We are located at Jiru. And also I'm an award-winning artist, 2020 Fame Award winner, 2014 Extreme Award winner. I'm also an MC. So I do MC in events. That's me.
All right. I love that you're also a producer, because this conversation was mainly for the producers.
Yeah.
So we're going to engage on that. Rico Beats, tell people about yourself.
Rico Beats, Mr. 808, producer, beatmaker, and a creative entrepreneur. And it's good to be here.
Yeah. You've done big songs, Rico. If I may just start with that. You know, songs like Kanairo Dating by Major. You've done Mazishi. Yeah, Calligraph Jones. I mean, those are big songs. If I may just get straight into you telling us what goes into making such hit songs.
Well, it's more of just personal creativity and, you know, the production skills. So, because, you know, this is our art, so we create every day, and you never really know which song is going to be the one. So it's out of just consistency. Yeah.
So when making songs, there's no particular point in time where you just know this one, this one they will love it.
Yeah, what happens is, yes, we can decide about that in the studio by just how the song feels, you know, the vibe, but ultimately the fans decide once it's out there.
King Megan, now that you're also a producer and an artist as well, by the Rikwata ulikuwa naimba kitambo
sana.
Hata ulikuwa musician. How did you get into production, and what drew you into production, music production?
Yeah, first, I'm from Madari slums, so basically producing a song was very hard. I remember my first song, I had to go to Mjengo construction job to just raise money to produce my song. That was the first inspiration for me to go back to school. With the grace of God, that's when I got my opportunity to join Talanta Institute and learn media production. Also, now I started learning production. So for me, the inspiration was I wanted to also support the uprising artists. That, you know, there are other artists that cannot afford 20,000 for an audio or maybe higher price. Because I remember just going to Mjengo just to raise money to produce one single song for months. Because Mjengo na jengwa sotatu. So unakula unabaki, manzia unado. So at the end of the day, that was my inspiration also to support the uprising artists that are down there, that are believing to be like others that they see, but they don't have that opportunity. So that was my first inspiration to become a producer. Yeah.
Motive, motive. Rico Beats, how did you get into production, and what got you into production, considering that you started off in this industry as an artist?
Yeah. Okay, I was just doing artistry for fun. I was just rapping for fun, but whenever I used to hear music, I just got interested in getting to know how it's made, the beats, the recording, and all that. So out of curiosity, I just started learning online. I bought courses, YouTube University and all. And
you went to YouTube University?
Yeah.
So you didn't go to any school to learn your production?
No, I just did it online.
You taught yourself from scratch?
Yeah. Needs a lot of dedication though.
Yeah. And how was that? And how long did it take you to like learn and know that now I think I'm good enough, I have enough skills?
It was challenging because I was doing a university degree at UON. So at the same time I was pursuing music. So I had to balance. Yeah.
What were you studying?
I did Bachelor of Economics. Yeah.
You know, there's one thing I have to say. This week, last week, last Thursday and the other Thursday, the people that have hosted on set on Entertainment Thursday, most of them have really, wamekula vitabu. You know, economics is not an easy, you know, I've had doctors here, and I was actually talking to Dr. Ipianya last week, and we were talking about the fact that people assume that people who are in the entertainment industry, mainly music, they really haven't, it was it was an option simply because they didn't perform well in school.
Oh yeah, mostly. For most people,
People assume that.
Yeah.
Can we demystify that? Is that the case?
Not really. You know, also like he said, you have to go to school to study, or maybe go online to study. So it's like any other school. You have to study, and you have to learn. So for me, I believe even the artists out there, they need to be paid. Because they take a lot of time. They go to studio to produce, to write. Also to the producers, they take a lot of hours to just produce good music, good video. So for me, they have to, like you see in America, they say fashion designer, but here we call them tailor. These guys, they have a lot of money out there.
Yeah.
So when we respect our jobs, there will be value in whatever we are doing when we place value. Even Nigerians, you see right now, they're doing good, their producers are doing good, their artists are doing good because they appreciate the art. The government also appreciates, the people appreciate, because also it begins with the people, the consumer, the people who are consuming the music. Like I love his music. When I was behind the scene, I was saying, hey, you know what, the hits that I've made, I'm acknowledging his creativity, his artwork, quality, because he's doing good. His music is all over there. So that is what we need. Let's just appreciate every artwork that is done there. The music producers, the artists, they are going to school, they study, and they are producing quality music there. Let's support them.
Yeah.
That's my idea.
Speaking about that, I don't know, while I was doing my research, and I also know that you have, there's a CMO for producers. There's the Kenya Association of Music Producers.
Yeah.
Are you in it?
Yeah.
Also, you producers are in it. Are you in it as a producer?
Yeah, not really, but I'm coming there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like producers come together? Do you as producers really come together?
On Unity, we have a long way to go because we just have like forums in WhatsApp groups and all that. And whenever we try to plan for some activities, they don't even happen. So we have a long way to go when it comes to Unity. Yeah.
You still have a long. Maybe what is lacking? Why is it that you don't have unity? Like right now, you guys have met.
Yeah.
Like what would make you not, keep that interaction? Have him as a network, him have you as a network. What is ailing the industry? Let me ask that.
For me, I noticed that over a long period of time. Then I just realized that if you want to network with producers, you just have to go like personally and meet and achieve whatever you want to do instead of like moving as a group. Yeah, I think people just, it's more of a culture over here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me also, I can add on that, it's like artists, most people have that pride of, I am big, I cannot go to you. You have to reach me so that I can talk to you. So everybody wants to make it on their own. Every producer wants to be the best in their own capacity.
Yeah.
So you realize they take a lot of time before they reach international, because we are fighting each other, because we want to grow alone. You want to be known alone. So if it's King Megan Records, KM Records, it's all about KM Records. No other production should be known out there. So now that is what kills the industry. We are not acknowledging each other's job. We are not appreciating each other's job. But you see, out there, they are competing in terms of quality and competing in terms of making it international. Here they are competing in terms of pulling you down, not to make it bigger than them. So that is the bigger problem that even artists, apart from producers, they have. If your song is big, somebody does something, your song goes down. So for me, I think that is also killing the industry in Kenya.
Yeah.
We have to acknowledge, like I told him, I will repeat it again, he is one of the biggest producers doing quality music out here.
That's true.
I love his music. I even told him, you know what, we have to work. I have a studio, but I have to work with you. We have to do something together. And that is what we need. Let's work together to achieve international goals.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
How
You see,
do
it's
we
more of a
change that?
culture.
It's more of a culture.
It's so deep-rooted.
It's just how we are as a
It's just
people.
how we are. You see, the way we are,
But we
like
have to change
42
the
tribes in our
mentality.
country, is the way we are divided even in the industry. So,
But that's really sad.
Yeah,
So
it
how
is.
do we change that?
as I've said, you just have to identify like the producers who like align with your sound and your objectives, and then you approach them like one-on-one and you work on something. That's it.
Okay, I hear you on that, and it's really sad to know that the way you've put it, it's like it's just how we are. We as a people just
we found it like that, and it's still like that.
And we should change that. We totally should change that.
Yeah.
Still on Matters Production, there's one thing that I wanted to get out of this interview, and that is when it comes to payment. You know, how you make your money as producers. It is unfortunate to see very big producers who've done really, really good songs be out here asking for money because they're saying that, you know, well, I've gone broke. And we know that Magic's Enga actually is asking people to fundraise for him because he's saying, well, I'm not in a good state. I've just gotten a kid, but I don't have money. You know, and we know that Magic's Enga is one of the biggest producers we have in this country. You know, he's done great songs. A song like Dundaing was by Magic's Enga. So how do you go about making your own money? I feel like you guys just take money one-off, and I think as a... This is my thinking. I'm not a producer.
It happens.
Yeah, I feel like as producers, the way for you to make money long term, you have contracts. Now, I leave that space to you. You just take me through how you work as Rico Beats when you work with this big artist or whichever artist. How do you make your money? Is it a one-off payment, or do you have a contract where you have percentages?
Yeah, so it works both ways. You can do the one-off or the contract way. And like worldwide, it's better, even in all the music industries, it's always better to do the contract way, because that way the song lives forever and you will be earning forever.
For the rest of your life.
Yes, and I usually tell artists that a producer will be willing to put in more of, you know, his craft into you if he will be part of the song forever. So that one should be encouraged, really. But you'll find that these big artists, most of them want the one-off deals. You see?
But you're making the songs for them. You're making the hit songs. I mean, without a producer, we wouldn't have hit songs.
Yeah, so if they find a producer who is like, let me call it desperate or some way, they go for that one. Okay. So that they just give you that one-off and that's it.
Yeah.
But for them, they'll be earning forever, you know, in performances, royalties and all. Yeah. So that's the situation actually with
King, what do you have to say concerning this matter?
Yeah, one, I think in terms of ownership of the song in rights, remember some of the Nigerian producers and even American, they have rights to audios. So like he said, the moment the producer has, it can still be part of the audio or the video, it will put a lot of efforts. Again, remember, an artist can earn millions of money through a song, but the producer have spent a lot of hours producing that same song. But for him, he pays only 10,000 to produce an audio. He earns millions of money. The producer just earns the 10,000. No matter how much the artist makes on the song, he will still not come back and say, you know what, my producer is the one that made this song. Let me appreciate him with the 10,000 or maybe 100K. He has earned 20 million on that same track that the producer made. Again, also back to the producers and the artist, we need to invest also in other business. Example, Diamond has different business things they do. Even me, I have a spa at Kayole Junction. I have a beauty spa. I have an hotel, KM restaurant. I have invested in other businesses, such that when the music is not there, you still have somewhere you can withdraw some cash. And so for artists, they also need to know there are seasons. Like there was a season, there was certain artist who was a hit song. Another one is coming. Another producer is coming. Every day, people as people are graduating from media, meaning the other producers that are doing what we are doing. So the industry, the more people are coming in the industry, the more also the price is lowering, because like you said, there was a time you could charge an artist labda 30,000, and now there's other producer who is going to do with 5K or 3K. And the artist will just start looking at desperate producer to go and produce his songs. And that's why we feel that quality music and there's no quality music. Because right now you need a guitarist on the same track. You need some kind of quality on your music. You will need to invest good cash on it. But now you see they go for cheap, because now people graduate every day and they're doing the same thing that we are doing. So for me is one, a producer has to earn also the rights on the song, so that also him, he has some shares on the track. Second thing, to the producer also, we need to invest on other businesses and things that can also bring money. Yeah, because Kenya saizi, somebody alisema pesa kupata kwa mziki ni noma.
Actually, that was
unakuja Copyright Society na inapatia Sauti Sol sijui dongapi. Thou tatu. Sasa unangoja jo pige hit song ucheze ukolektiwe do, manzo utangoja sana. Alafu hizi ma corporate hizi events unapata msee analipwa zile, lazima ujue msee akupige connection ndio upate hiyo show. Na pia umse anakupiga connection lazima kule percent. So unapata umse alijua hata ankamita moja anarudi anageiwa anapatiwa kitu kama so moja ama 500. So unapata msanii anakani kama ana pesa lakini ana pesa.
Is this sustainable?
Can you sustain financial management thing?
Can you sustain yourself as a musician, as a music producer in this country?
That actually narrows down to financial management, which is not taught anywhere. You most likely have to go through trial and error, make errors, then learn. And that's what most artists go through.
Yeah. So there is music in this business. There's money in this business. It's just that
managing
people don't really know how to manage their finances.
And you know, like for this craft, you get cash like either daily or weekly, you know. So you can easily misuse it, knowing very well that, or thinking that next week or the next month I'll be having this and this gig. So it's very easy to misuse it. By the time you realize there are no gigs.
What happened during COVID. I mean, it really taught us.
The effects are there up to now. You know?
I want to get back on the contract thing and you collaborating with artists, you know, to make hit songs. And there's something you said that most artists don't want to go the contract way. But can't you stand your ground as a producer? I mean, you know you're a good producer. That's why this big artist is coming for you or to you to have you in the music or make a beat for them. Can't you stand your ground? Can't it be standard that every producer in this country, like this is how they work? I mean, this is where unity also comes in.
We try to bring that conversation of like standardizing the rates and all, but it just can't work. Because some people somewhere will still take even 5K cash and produce like a full audio. You see that? So even me in the earlier days, of course, I wasn't really aware of all that. So I could do lesser contracts, but like right now, I really stand my ground. Like if you can't,
you only work with
like,
contracts and percentages.
You
know, there's a story I feel I need to tell.
With big artists, that is.
Sorry for cutting you short.
It's okay.
There's a story on 50 Cent was telling in some interview where he was saying there's a song they had. There's a song he did, I think with Dr. Dre or something, but he was talking about the fact that he was offering a producer, some producer for this song, he was offering them to get 1%. 1% on the song. And the producer was like, no way I'm getting 1% from this song. Give me just pay me one off. Just give me money to malizane. But that particular song, right now, that 1% costs millions of shillings.
So it depends on, it's like 1% of what, you see? So that's another thing, because if an artist is willing to really invest in the marketing and distribution of the music, then it's going to generate a lot of money. That way, even if you get a 5% or 10, it could be better than getting a one-off of like 50K.
Than someone paying you like maybe 200,000.
It could be better. So it depends on the effort that they're going to put in pushing the music also. And I also read one of the producers complaining, or rather not really complaining, airing their views, and they were saying that most artists, now that you're also an artist, most artists invest more in marketing the song rather than really investing in the song, making sure that you have quality music, like your quality is top notch, it's A1. They concentrate more on how they're going to market this song and not really how they are making the song. True or false?
It's true, but also like you said, there is always a way. You come in the industry or ministry, whatever you call it, you come and the people have been there before and they taught you this is how it goes. You see, for us to get there, you have to market your song. for people, it's like you have produced something, there must be a market where you are going to sell whatever you have produced. And so for me, there are 4 things I always consider. It's all, even in business, in my production, in everything. 1, it's production. 2, it's packaging. 3, it's supply, and marketing becomes the one. So one, as I start with the first is production, it has to be quality. Another thing, you have to supply your songs, you have to brand yourself as an artist, as a producer, and also marketing. Right now, let me not say the mention of the company, it's the biggest brand in Kenya, but it's still doing the advert out there. There's an artist who has produced quality music, is not known. You know, I always do events in Mtaa, also I do concert. When I go there, you find out there are big artists out there who has quality music, they have video, but they are just waiting for presenter to come and take the song from where they are. So you realize this guy who has no quality music is marketing more, is being known more. So we are complaining, wase wanacheza ngoma za wasanii hata wayuko. But this other artist is just putting it, is anaika for song yake pale kwa nyumba. So 4 things I always consider. 1 is production, because people consume something quality. Even if you go to supermarket, you will only go for something quality, and also something you saw on TV, you saw it being marketed on billboard. Second thing is packaging. If today I package tomato and I bring it to you, you will buy it at a good price because it's well packaged. Second thing is marketing. I have to market whatever I'm doing. So those are 4 procedures that also a business person, a producer, an artist should also consider if they want to have a successful career wherever they're doing business. Yeah.
Marketing is actually like the major challenge to most artists. And it's actually out of ignorance, because some of these things you have to keep learning every day and reinventing yourself. You don't just do good music and stay there.
Yeah.
You have to keep up with the social media. You have to do, like right now, you have to be a content creator to push your content.
Yeah.
And most artists are not that. They're just good at writing music and recording. That's it.
And put it at home. They feel like somebody will come and it will be one day a hit.
Yeah.
They think like one day ataamka tu amekuwa star.
Yeah. Like vitu tu zita happen out of nowhere. Things don't happen out of nowhere. You need to make them happen.
But the probability of that happening is
really low. Yeah, it's close to nothing.
We make them happen.
Yeah. And speaking of, I mean, time is really not on our side. I feel like we should create more time to have this conversation and get deeper into it. But as we wind up, you've spoken about being like reinventing yourself and going with the trends. Speaking about trends and content creation, I see it's something you do actually.
Every day.
You show us how to, like you decide today you're showing us how to make an amapiano beat, or how one of Beyonce's songs would sound if it were Gengeton, if it were this particular
production.
I love that idea.
Content creation.
I love how you're doing that. And it would be so bad if you don't tell people some of the songs that you've done zenye ni kubwa. Mbio tu sasa tukimaliza.
You mentioned some.
Mazishi, Kanairo Dating.
Put Utawezana by Femi One and Major. King Kaka wa Kardinali is called what?
Sikumbuki hata mimi tu hiyo jina. But
like there's so many, you get it. I have Femi One, a lot, like 10 songs. Donjo, D-Day, Femi One, Viri, like there are just so many.
Okay, basically
I have to really think. But they're there.
Clearly unazifikiria juu ni mingi sana, which is a good thing. Thank you so much for joining us on this particular set. If you may just give us your social media handles as we wind up, and then we'll create more time to continue with this conversation. Beginning with you, King Megan.
Guys, my name is King Megan. I'm an artist, I'm a producer. I have a studio near Njiru, Obama Estate. So if you're a pricing artist, you need quality music video, my numbers are 0708 145 170. Let me repeat again, 0708 145 170. Those are my business number. Also on Facebook, King Megan. And also if you want to check on my songs on YouTube, King Megan. Everywhere, social media, TikTok, Instagram. And if you call that number, you will get good prices, surprising artists, Big Tone, the producer, is one of the producer we are working with. I know you are watching. Also to mpoa wangu manze, nimekuja naye, big up sana mpoa wangu. My manager, my PA. God bless you so much. Yes.
Asiye mpoa pole kwake. Big up mpoa.
Big up.
Rico, give us your handles. Pia weka uko na mpoa umsalimie.
Rico Beats Mr. 808 across all platforms. Yeah, reach out, let's network, let's get it.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much. That was Rico Beats and King Megan. And I have been your host, Vivian Ndegwa. And we also had our DJ on set. And he's going to be giving us some mixes as we finish this show. Hey, karibu niseme so. Hey, yo, Jalu. As we finish the show, DJ Unique will be winding us up with some mixes right there. But this is where I tell you guys goodbye. Thank you so, so much for tuning in to Entertainment Thursday. Good morning, Kenya. We do this again, same time next week, God willing. Goodbye.